But just to give you guys one more tool, just to recap this idea really quickly. Let's say again, I get to the back, I turn sideways. Preferably, we fall to the overhook side, we lock a closed loop, and then we can start digging on the neck. And even if we just want to take 2 arms over, there's nothing wrong with this. There's so many tools and little tricks that you can do, right? It could be as simple as me, like even just grabbing my partner's forehead to lift the chin slightly. Using 2 hands is gonna make your job a lot easier, and it's only afforded to us if we are focusing on closing the loop with our legs. So that's the basic idea, is get to the top hand position and then start going for the strangle. What can happen, like we mentioned, is sometimes either it's because my partner did get a good defensive hand in place. Let's say she grabs my thumb, she grabs here. I might then start switching my grip to the other side, basically chin pummeling to go here. This might happen multiple times. As I start to go here, she grabs my thumb again, well, I switch back. And I'm just digging, I'm basically just pummeling underneath my partner's chin to get to it. I'll give you guys one last little bit of advice, and this can also happen in a different scenario. Let's just say, for example, I'm locking this way, my partner drives herself to her right-hand side, and I'm forced to operate on the underhook side. And there's a lot of pros to being on this side, and we'll talk about them in a moment. But for right now, for the basic rear naked choke, if I can lock a figure 4, what I want to practice is essentially still going for the choke the same way, which is grab top hand position, get your hand around the neck. But what happens here, guys, is my partner can start basically grabbing on, drop your elbow to your body and grabbing on to my thumb, because it's hard for me to get palm to palm. Did anyone feel that? So like go back a step without you holding here. Me trying to grab my own palm, she basically escapes when I try to do it. So if you're running into that problem, here's a great idea to play around with. My partner can only grab my thumb with her elbow close to her body. Go and grab my thumb. I'll let her have this elbow tight to your body. And from here, I can actually start putting her into a worse position. There is a worse position, and that's the belly down position. Anytime my partner goes here and holds my thumb, hold it really tight, don't let go, is I'm just gonna extend my hip and turn belly down. And if I can get to here, now her elbow's stuck on the floor, and I just gotta do a little punch of my elbow deeper, and now I'm gonna finish right from the top. This threat should be so powerful that she would do whatever it takes not to let it happen if she's smart. Because that is the worst case scenario. Not only is she gonna get strangled, but she's also got so much pressure on her lower back, super, super scary. So look at it again. If I get to this, we'll call it the underhook side. If I get to the underhook side and her elbow, she's grabbing my wrist, I don't feel comfortable trying to pull my hand back and get palm to palm. I'm gonna extend my body, and then look how I force her belly down by driving my hips over the top. I can only do that over my knee side. And then from here, I can punch my hand deeper and I can start getting the finish. So what does a smart person do? Again, she grabs on. If she's smart, she's gonna flare her elbow wide to create a wedge to stop me from driving her over. Well, now I can lock that palm to palm. So using the deterrent of not wanting to go belly down from her point of view is what's gonna allow me to get that palm to palm grip. So again, as I start really driving forward, I can build myself all the way up to here with my hand now. It's completely out. She tries to bring her head to the floor, then I drive her over the top. So she can't escape towards me because she'll get belly down. So now she has to drive back into me, and look at I just dropped her back in.